Having played the multiplayer for a long time, I actually think that you guys have done a great job with the sort of variety that you encounter. Like, every map feels very distinct, and I feel like there's a, like in this one, for instance, I would never, like, I don't use assault rifles in this one because I feel like this one's always so close that it works to use a submachine gun, such as the guy that the live stream is on, you know, he's obviously doing.
Right, yeah. It depends. I actually use assault on this class because where Mike, you see, is sticking to the inner. So
yeah, that's what I typically, I hunt those inner, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If you're sticking to the outside ring, there's much longer sight lines, and like this hallway is great for, this alleyway is great for that.
And you talked about the variety. That was one of the things when we sat down and started designing the game was we wanted to go around the world, you know, because it's a big, obviously a big battle, and that's one of the great things that, you know, going into different countries has allowed us is a really good variety. But we also talk about, you know, is it going to be, you know, day, night? Is it going to be in rain? What is it going to be like so that we can have that variety?
Twitter user Krusty Buffalo.
Krusty Buffalo.
Wow, that's a good one too. Give him something.
Yeah, you know, we all agree we like you. We're giving you a copy. We're giving you a copy of the game, Krusty Buffalo. Platform of your choice, as long as you live in America. That's the thing, is everyone needs to realize that these prizes can only be mailed to the continental United States.
Buffalo, I would think.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
So anyways, he asks, can you customize your character with face paint and different camos, as opposed to, you know, like obviously there are weapon camos and that sort of thing, as far as character customization goes?
No, we do not do like visual character customization. All of our customization at Modern Warfare 3, we focus on your gameplay pretty much, with the exception, of course, of weapon camos so you can unlock.
Yeah, I kind of get that. It seems to me that the character designs and stuff are obviously done in such a way that if people could customize their character camo, all of a sudden there might be one level where that camo is totally broken. Like all of a sudden they're able to hide way too well in a certain grass texture or something like that.
Right. Well, you know, how we design our characters, especially in multiplayer, so much thought goes into that by our designers because we're looking at things like silhouette, we're looking at things like color scheme, we're customizing every single squad per level. That's the reason why you can only play as certain forces in certain levels, because we're catering those character designs to work best and be most balanced for those maps, as well as giving you things like situational awareness. So the silhouette of the player has never changed, so you can tell by the loadout of that player, the silhouette of, does he have a rocket launcher on his back? Is he an assault guy? Is he a sniper? That stuff is very important to like instant situational awareness of like, what is that threat from 50 yards away, and how can I prepare for it before he even opens fire on me?
Increased situational awareness actually seems like it's kind of an emphasis in Modern Warfare 3, especially if you're playing something like the support class, and now where they can early on with their strike package, they can do things like, or later on I guess they can call in a little UAV that's like a helicopter, and it has no direct offensive capabilities, but it can tag players for the rest of their teammates, and you get a bonus for if those guys get killed.
Exactly, yeah.
I just think that, you know, examples like that are kind of a good indication of the fact that you're encouraging team play in a way that maybe the other games didn't do necessarily to the same degree.
Yep.
So in this level, are there any particular, you know, tips you have for anybody playing this level to give our viewers kind of a heads up on the competition when it comes out?
Yeah, I would, you know, with this or playing Team Defender, I would definitely, you know, be using something with a sight, because, there's a Juggernaut.
Oh yeah, Juggernauts, and it's your guy, it's Guy from Sledgehammer who's the Juggernaut, so he's going to be particularly tough. Oh, they got him, never mind.
Did they?
Good for them. Yeah, they got him, good for them.
Nice. Yeah,
that's the thing is, Juggernauts aren't unstoppable.
No, you get drop a bomb on them.
That's a really good strategy for really any situation.
Yeah, well, the first thing I see when I see one of them is,
Predator.
Give me something the biggest thing.
Another Twitter user, mmonk667 asks, are there any game modes you guys haven't disclosed at this point?
Game modes that we haven't disclosed at this point.
I think they've all been talked about.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Because you know you have all your classics, and of course you have the brand new modes, Kill Confirmed and Team Defender that we're seeing here. We have a lot of exclusive game modes in private match as well that I don't think a lot of people know about.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if you could talk a little bit more about private match, because I don't think people understand the breadth of things that have kind of changed for that.
Yeah. So in private match now, we've given you complete control over your experience. So you can go in there, and this is especially important for our competitive players, because they can go in there and they can completely customize game rules for themselves. and most importantly, have complete control over like class restriction stuff. So they can take out any perk, any weapon, restrict anything they want in the game to really tailor the gameplay experience to what they want. And more importantly, we've baked in custom game modes that are in there, like gun game, one in the chamber from previous games, as well as brand new things like infection, juggernaut game modes. That you can go in there and customize the rule set, save those, share them with your friends, and do whatever you want.
So you could basically, you could play something like gun game, but then you could sit there and change which guns are unlocked in the process of a gun game rather than what starts out as default.
Yep.
If you and your friends have a specific, like, we only like degrees of pistols or something like that. That's really cool.
Exactly. So you can do that, and then you can share them with your friends in Elite. What I'll be doing once the game comes out is I'm going to be looking at, what are the most popular game modes that people are creating themselves, and then we can take some of those, feature them on Elite so everybody can download them, and maybe if we want, if they're really good and we think they're going to be mass appeal, then move those into the public playlist so that you can rank up on them as well.
And of course, what people love is when you're creating these modes and sharing them, you get credit. It's made by blah blah blah, so that everyone knows that you came up with this really cool version of gun game.
Exactly. So see, this guy's using an IMS right now. He has sit rep, so he sees the IMS. He's using the IMS to cover the ground floor while he sits with the flag on the top floor.
I see. So it's kind of like an advanced claymore in a way.
Right.
It covers you 4 times as opposed to a claymore that only gets you once. Oh man, carpet bombing. Not a whole lot you can do against that, except get out of the way.
Run.
One of my favorite new strike packages things is in the assault one, that now instead of a single attack chopper, you can call in multiple attack choppers.
Right, yeah, that whole
the streak of them. I mean, it's just, there's some really good visual effects in the multiplayer that really make certain strike packages just feel like you're like, hell yeah.
Badass.
Yeah, you feel like a badass,
Yeah,
exactly,
you do.
in a way that the other games did, but this, it's like upping it to a large degree.
I love the escort airdrop. When it comes in, drops off your package, and then the Osprey will stick around and cover it for you, so you don't have the guy running up trying to snatch it.
M. Fernandez asks, what other DLC will be available other than maps, if you guys are able to talk about such things at this point?
We can't yet.
Yeah, no.
Because right now we're just now in that phase where we finished up the game, we're in that final stretch, and this is when we're going to start looking at, okay, what do we actually want to do with DLC? Obviously, we have huge post-launch support plans.
Yeah, I mean, the DLC sounds like it's going to come out much more regularly for Modern Warfare 3 than maybe even past Call of Duties.
Well, with Elite,
Here's that recon drone.
Oh yeah, the recon drone, which it's like I said, it's so cool because you're not doing any direct damage necessarily, but it tags people, and when you tag someone, it almost like they get like quickly flashbanged.
Yeah.
So it can have like a strategic importance, but most importantly, that right there, that guy knew exactly where that person was that he killed.
Yeah.
Because